Hi, Mom and Dad, and Bruce. We'd all like to wish you a very Merry Christmas. I hope you can use a little tape recorder like this. We really didn't know what to get you for a Christmas present. And a few weeks back, I just bought a tape recorder similar to this. And we thought that it might be a good idea if we each had one. And then we could send tapes back and forth. And then perhaps eliminate some of the phone calls. And it just might be a little bit nicer. Barbara thought that maybe Bruce had a tape recorder already, but I felt that it might be better if you had one like this. I know it's limited a little bit in usefulness, but I think it's ideal for recording messages, so I hope we each get to use ours. It's a little bit awkward just sitting here talking into a microphone. It's hard to know just what to say. On the other side of this tape, I tried to record some of the kids during this morning, just kind of playing around. And of course, they weren't really too cooperative, but you might get some idea of what they sound like and what they're capable of doing. We just decided a few days ago that we wanted to go back to New York for Christmas, and fortunately we could get plane reservations for the 23rd, and we're going to try to spend a week up in New York, and we'll stay at Barbara's mother's house, so we won't be home Christmas Day. I hope this tape recorder reaches you in time for Christmas, so that you'll be able to use it on Christmas Day. Barbara isn't home right now. She's out doing some last-minute Christmas shopping. We're going to have to get all our presents bought and packed up and carry them back to New York on the airplane, since we're not going to be in New York till the afternoon of the 23rd. She got somebody to work for her at work so that she could take the time off, and we can go back to New York. It's really kind of awkward, like I said before. I guess the tapes will get better as we get used to talking into these things and sending them back and forth. I just finished my first quarter of this school year. I'm not sure my grades yet. I think I did okay in 2 courses. And in one other, I still have a paper that's due, so I'm taking an incomplete in that course. I should have all my coursework finished by the end of this summer. And this coming April, I'm going to take the qualifying examinations, which I think I'll take anyway, unless I chicken out. They're kind of difficult. It's 2.5 days of written examinations plus a half day of oral examination. And this is kind of a strainer, in effect, to see whether or not you're going to go on and finish your graduate school. You're allowed to take them 3 times, so I think I should pass them, especially when I look at some of the people who've already passed them. And I tend to think I'm a little bit better than they are, although time will tell. So that's keeping me pretty well occupied right now. And then I have my assistantship with Dr. Bingham in science education, and that's keeping me busy. He's got me running lots of little errands for him, nothing that requires very deep thinking at all, but it's just busy work. And I have to put in 15 hours a week, for which I receive the grand sum of $250 a month, plus I have to pay tuition. So it's not as good a deal as I was on last year with the National Science Foundation, but it helps. We've got our Christmas tree we just bought, and we decorated it the other day. It seems a little strange to have a Christmas tree down here in Florida. The day we decorated it, it was about 80 degrees, and we had the windows open, and we were sitting there in shorts and watching the tinsel being blown by the wind from the open windows, and it just didn't feel the same. But I think the kids liked the Christmas tree, and Lori helped Barbara decorate it, and it looks pretty nice. And I think since we're leaving on the 23rd, before Christmas, we're going to let Ed and Peg borrow it for the week that we're gone, so that at least somebody can get some benefit out of it. I don't know if you knew that Peggy was pregnant again, but she had a little baby boy, which they named Kenneth, just like my illustrious brother. So they have 5 kids, and it's a little bit tough on them, but I guess they'll make it through. Kids here are really fine. Laura's really getting to be quite a big girl, very much like a little lady, being concerned about combing her hair and looking pretty all the time. And Linda sure is a little devil, but she's really getting along very well. She's starting to talk a little bit. You may hear some words on the other side if you can make them out. Well, she's been a little bit sick, but she's getting better right now. I think when Barbara comes home from shopping, she might say a few words to you, although I don't know. She doesn't like the way her voice sounds on the tape recorder, and she's a little bit embarrassed right now. But perhaps I can prevail on her to say a few things. I don't know. Barbara just got back from shopping, but I don't think that she really wants to say anything on the tape recorder. At least not this trip around, so she said that perhaps she'd probably write a little letter and include it in here. Yeah.
Get ice cream and get sprinkles and get some ice cream. This mommy wants to make you a shake for her.
A shake? Well, tell Mommy I'll make a deal with her. She's got to talk on a tape recorder, and then I'll get it. Well, the tape's not really over yet, but I guess I'll just end it right here. I'll mail this in the morning. That'll be Monday, and hopefully you'll get it on time. And have a Merry Christmas.